Welcome back, Pixies. Alright, so today is a special video for members only, and we will be going after the Silver Shroud outfit, the costume, as well as the Grognak's costume, the full outfit, and the axe. So we're going to go and get that all from Hubris Comics, which is right over where we fought Swan. So here we go. Let's zoom in a little bit. There's Swan's Pond and Boston Common. And that's where we're going to head. Now, if you're not too familiar, Grognak is a strength comic that you find throughout Fallout 4. You'll find it throughout the Fallout franchise, really. Silver Shroud is pretty damn cool. You get the hat as well as the duster. I personally think it looks a lot better on the man avatar than it does on the female, but that's just me. It is an incredible and rather iconic outfit to get, though. And unfortunately, a lot of people just kind of miss the fact that you can get the full Grognak set right in the same room.
Safety's off.
So that's what we're after right now. We just loaded into Raiders because of where we loaded in. All right. So let's find Hubris Comics. I have to remember exactly where it is. I think we're going to take out this mutant first. Here comes the dog.
Think you're clever?
Oh! We got raiders on the other side of us, too. That's alright, we'll take them out.
I left in here. Clear.
Nice.
Anything useful?
I'll take that. Alright. Let's find Hubris Comics. Alright, so to get to Hubris Comics, if you start off by Swan's Pond, and you take a look at the military vehicle that has Swan's name written on it, it has a star on it, follow west, and bring up the map, and you will see that you are almost right on top of it. It is in fact right here, just up the street from the vehicle itself.
You never know what you'll find.
With a dead scavenger outside. Alright, we're gonna head inside. Now inside Hubris Comics is a lot of ghouls, so you need to be ready for that. But chances are, if you're already in this part of Boston, you're pretty well outfitted for this. Excellent. There is a copy of Unstoppables and the Hubris Comics storeroom key right on the counter when you enter. Please excuse me while I kill a feral ghoul. Alright. They will start coming out as soon as you enter. They are coming from upstairs. As you can see, all the red dots, they're all heading down. Well, not all of them. A lot of them will actually remain upstairs, but a good number of them will come down to say hello.
I lost them.
flew that guy away. Alright, we've got some money right on the counter, right by... Oh, another feral ghoul. Right by the cash register, I was going to say. There we go.
Gave up. Wise
Take him out
choice.
too. Now, you see this display case here? It's locked. This is what most people walk right past and don't even realize it's here.
Got it.
And that is Grognak's axe. Its hit causes more stagger and targets take bleed damage. So, that's a great little melee weapon. But even more importantly, it's just an iconic part of the Fallout series, isn't it? And it's just right there. Now, you are going to need an unlock skill of advanced, but as long as you've got that, you're fine. We're going to grab the teddy bear too. Now we're going to use the storeroom key to open up the storeroom. We're going to come on in here. I like grabbing all the duct tape and wonder glue that I can. It's just really great to have the adhesive. And then you can open the safe with that same key that you just used to open the door. Alright. And we've got another feral ghoul just waiting for us. We'll take care of him. Alright. Not exactly meant for close-up fight, but, you know, it still works. A rifle's a rifle, right? Alright. Lots of
This area
baseball
seems
gear
to be in
here if you want to
disarray.
collect baseball gear.
This is
I know a
recent.
lot of people like doing that. And there's certainly more than enough to collect. Bathroom does usually have ghouls in it. So keep your eyes open. Now, the reason you come in here is you have the scavenger. He has the scavenger's note on him. And if you open that up, it explains why you find a dead scavenger outside. And it says, "Can't believe I signed on for this. Who wants this crap? Collectors," the boss says. So who's the fool here? Them or us? So these guys were sent in here for what it is that we're after, which is all of this collector material, right? The Grognak outfits, the Silver Shroud stuff, of which there's more than just the outfit, but I'll show you all of that. So we have to fight our way upstairs.
I don't think we're alone.
We are not alone. Oop. Damn it. Take them out. Let's use a stim pack, maybe heal a little bit today. How about that?
That's how we do it in the Brotherhood.
Alright. So over here to the right, in this little cubby hole, you'll find the scavenger's list, as well as some goodies on the scavenger. There's also a cap stash. If you check out the scavenger's list, it'll show you the axe, right? It says boss said it was too heavy to bother with, but someone will buy it. So that's the Grognak's axe that we picked up downstairs. It's telling you all the good stuff that you can find in here if you pay attention. It says comic books have to be one or two that are still legible, always good for a few caps. There are comic books to find here. And the storeroom, that's the room that we just checked and got everything out of the safe from as well. And it says just need someone who can pick that lock, have to check with Carl, maybe he can get Ken Standish for the job. Alright, so that list is handy if you don't know what all you can get from this location, because it tells you, right? You can just take a look at the list and know if you've got everything or not. We're going to check this room. We're going to grab all the good stuff like telephones and stuff. And I'm going to get Dance to carry some of the stuff for me,
Hey,
New point.
since I forgot to unchub before I left. That's okay. He can carry some stuff for us. He's very strong. What all do I have that I can give him? All the junk stuff. Especially the heavy stuff like typewriters and stuff. Alright. We've got a locked door in this room. We are on the second floor right now.
nice.
Alright. And here we've got the Hubry's office comic key. And I really like going through these terminals in here. It tells the entire story if you go through all the terminals in this building of like the behind the scenes. Essentially, this is where they were making the Silver Shroud and the Mistress of Mystery. And there was some drama behind the Mistress of Mystery. So you can go through all of that and find out a little more about it. I personally think it's an interesting story. All right. And we're jump scared. Feral ghouls. Fun with ghouls. Come here, Romer. I can hear another ghoul. I think it's upstairs. Alright, in this room, we've got a quantum, which is always good.
Light 'em up.
First aid. Looks like Dance picked a fight. Pretty normal for him. Yeah, he went upstairs without us. Well, you know, Dance does that. Hello, Dance. Thank you for clearing them out partially. We're now on the third floor.
Something doesn't feel right around here.
Well, you are not wrong, Dance. Alright. We're going to take the door to the right. We've got some burnt comics. Little lunch pail. Ah! And, of course, a feral ghoul.
For honor, for glory.
Blow his arm off. He fell down. That's funny. Alright. That was cute.
No mercy.
Hello. Why am I not hitting? Oh my gosh. Oh, and I fell. Oh dear. That. Hi, Dan. We fell too, huh? We fell together. That's alright. We're gonna head back up. We're gonna heal a little. Let's take a little rat away too while we're at it, hmm? There we go.
This place
gonna
would
jump
elicit fear
across
in most
this way.
individuals. Fortunately,
We're
my
gonna
training
go
prevents-
left.
Wait, what was that?
That's the stairs
This is
up.
quite a
We're gonna use the
unusual
office key to open up this office. We are back on the third floor. We're gonna take out the little rat roach and
This
get
place
his
would
meat.
elicit
He'll be
fear in
yummy.
most
We'll eat him
individuals.
later.
Fortunately, my training prevents. Wait,
In the safe, we can find Mentax and Stim Packs, which is always handy. We've got a duffel bag with some weapons and some ammo. Silver Shroud script is what we find that is on the desk right there, and we can actually play that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And what we get is the draft of an unreleased show of the Silver Shroud, right? An episode. It's called Death Becomes You. And you can read through this, and it gives you the full script of the episode here. For Crazy Clara, and we've got Bald Beatty and the Silver Shroud. It's like a full script. Very cool little piece that you can pick up. And then you've got the producer's terminal here, and you can go through his personal stuff, right? Which gives you further look into the story of what was going on with the Mistress of Mystery casting and all of that, right? Which, if you're into the Mistress of Mystery part in Fallout 4, that's just a nice little touch there, right? You get to look more into
Remain vigilant.
everything.
This place
We're
may
gonna
appear abandoned,
come
but that doesn't mean we should drop
over
our
here.
guard.
I like all the stories. I'm going to be honest.
see
I
what we
really enjoy the stories behind, like, the Silver Shroud and the Mistress of Mystery. And I quite love that, like, these were shows, but also, in the case of the Mistress of Mystery, it wasn't just a show, right?
Found.
I think it's just incredibly cool. It's like your own little superhero show
Don't get
within a
excited.
show.
It's just
Within a
some fun.
game. A game within a game. A show within a game. It's wonderful. All right, let's go upstairs. We're going to go to the top floor. And this is where we find everything. So there's a glowing one right behind where the Silver Shroud costume is. We do have some ghouls up here. But that glowing one is really the more concerning of them all. Because as you know, they can irradiate you and they do certainly more damage. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Well, that would be the problem, wouldn't it? Well, we can use Grognak's axe. Let's go. Let's be Grognak. We don't really have the strength for it, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, he's got no arms. It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. Oh my god. There we go. We killed him with the axe. Alright, so if you come right over here, you get to find an electrified revolutionary sword right there. And then Grognak costume
Bingo.
right there. With some buff out. You can get some glasses, some wigs. There's all kinds of stuff here. All kinds of cool little costume stuff. But what we're here right now for is the Grognak outfit. So, this is the Grognak outfit with the axe. Very cool. I like it. I think it's just really cool that you get to become Grognak, in a sense, right? There's a steamer trunk with some more goodies. And then, of course, what most people come here for is the Silver Shroud costume, right? There we go. We've got the costume and the hat. But there's so much more here that people, once again, just don't pay attention to, right? So if we come on into here, we've got a desk with studio control terminal on it. The studio control terminal actually lets you control the audio, the video, and the lighting for this room. And this is just a really cool little thing. If you put it on Silver Shroud theme, you start getting the audio for the Silver Shroud. How cool is that? And then you've got video controls, which fail, but you've got lighting controls. You can do a chroma test, you can do a max brightness. I like doing the chroma test. It just adds to the ambiance, I think, and it's just kind of cool. I like it. Now, if you come behind where you find the costume, you can actually find a few goodies in here, like the silver submachine gun prop for the Silver Shroud. Very cool. That's the gun that's used in all of the movies and the shows, right? All right, so now we've got that prop, and we can come on out. I mean, you want to get it all, right? Now, I thought we already got the script, but I thought there was another one in here. It may have been through an add-on that added more for the Silver Shroud, though. I think it was, because I don't see it. All right. Now, you might think that we've gotten everything, but we have not. There's this little locked room over here. Oh, sorry, it's not locked, but there is a little room. And you can get Astoundingly Awesome Tales comic, as well as a Med-X. It's just a nice little area. There's also a locked suitcase in here. I like being Snoopy and kind of going through everything and getting it all.
Sweet.
And in here you can get some great mentats, as well as pre-war money, sunglasses, and other assorted items. And the cool part is you see a Silver Shroud poster right there. The Silver Shroud needs you. Very cool. All right. Now, if you want, you can just run back out, but there is actually a way up to the roof right here. You can just take the ladder and head up to the roof if you want. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the Hubbries Comics location in Fallout 4, just because there is so much that you can get in here. You have to fight your way through a few goals, but, I mean, come on, it's Fallout, right? That's not that hard, is it? We're just gonna load into the roof here. In our little Grognak costume. I is Barbarian. Alright. I can hear, I think that's the Brotherhood nearby. In one of their vertibirds.
This is too dangerous. We're wide open out here.
Of course he complains. What I like about the roof up here is you can see the city really nicely, just the surrounding area at least. And I personally really like it. I enjoy the view. You get to see all of the billboards, which you don't usually really get a good look at. I think it's just really cool. You can kind of get a little overview of what's around you as well, which is always nice. Now, you could be smart and take the stairs, or you could just be like me and, you know, walk the roof. What I like doing is I come down right to there, and then you can jump over to the car, and you don't have to worry about any injuries on the way down. You aren't going to take any damage. Now, that is, unless you walk into a mine. Oh! Then that could be a problem. You know, it wouldn't be...
This isn't safe at all.
It wouldn't be a Vixie video if there wasn't a strange death, you know? Where are those mines? Where's that fucking mine? Where is that fucking mine? It's like right over there somewhere. And there's that turret right there. So before we get off of here, we're gonna have to take it out. You know that, right? Where's that damn mine? It's not there now. Well, I guess we blew it up with our body, you know. Alright, let's just worry about the turret then. There we go. I had to avenge myself. Alright. Take out the Psycho. We're going to take out the frag mine so that we don't step on it and blow ourselves up again. I'm gonna take this guy out. Meow, 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 meow. Because why not? And he's got a legendary rated friend.
Ain't personal.
Oh, it's personal,
You
alright.
or me?
Oh, out of ammo. Bad timing. Bad timing. But a constant problem at low level, isn't it? It's alright, we're gonna use our shotgun. We don't have that many shots, but we shouldn't need that many, to be honest. And we're gonna use some jet. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. You're going down. Just like that. I am a big fan of the jet. Cannot lie. Like the jet. Like the jet a lot. That is Shenley's oyster bar. We could go in there. We're not going to go in there right now, though. We came here for a specific purpose, and we have done it. I just really needed to kill these guys because, you know, I blew myself up on their minds, and I blame them for that. So, you know, we all have issues. I'm working through mine. All right. In any case, that is Hebrews Comics and all of the yummy yums that you can get in there. Again, it is pretty easy to find. It's right by Swan's Pond. So if you can find Swan's Pond, you can definitely find Hebrews Comics. And there's Swan himself. We killed him last stream. Wish we could take his axe. Could you imagine dragging that thing around? Oh my god, that would be lovely. Alright, well, I will catch you later, Pixies. Hope you enjoyed. Mwah. Bye.